Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Chris Hewling here at Do Space. Happy holidays, first off. We've got an awesome take and make project prepared for you, for those lucky 100 that managed to get in here and pick them up. We're going to be constructing our Shadow Projectors today. I've got a finished example right here, and as you can see, I drew a very happy snowman on the front of it. Doesn't have to be a snowman. It'll be whatever you want when you get to that part. But we're going to be starting from scratch. I just thought it'd be nice to have our test example. And if we do everything correctly, you'll see that we've made a simple switch so that we can actually turn on and turn off our shadow projector when we need to. We're all about conservation, so you don't need to keep buying, these tiny little watch batteries to refresh your projector. Now, I went super long last video, so I'm going to try to speed things up a little bit. I can get long-winded. I enjoy hearing the sound of my own voice, but that's not true for everybody, so we'll just keep rolling, and hopefully we'll get this done in 10 to 15 minutes, but don't hold me to that. All right, so let's take a look at what you're going to be needing in your kit. You should have a little page protector. Got a strip of tin foil. We've got a dry erase marker. Got a strip about 6 inches of nylon tape. We've got a watch battery, a rubber band, a little foam square, an LED, and a binder clip. Whew! We certainly loaded you up, as well as a cup which will hold the entire assembly together. So I'm going to go ahead and unload the contents of our bag here. And to get started, we're actually going to poke 2 holes in the bottom of our cup. This is where we're going to get started. So our LED is going to rest in the base of this cup. So we're really going to poke about 2 holes right in the center. Now, you can do this a couple of different ways. I went ahead and scrounged around for a push pin that is here at my desk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and poke 1 hole in at the bottom, and then I'm going to poke a second one in just off to the side. Now 1 hole, another one in, and that is where my LED is going to rest. Now, you're going to take your LED with its 2 legs, and you're going to thread your LED legs from the inside into your cup through the holes that you've made and out the back side. Now, this is going to be probably the trickiest part of the whole build, just because I've got long spider fingers. So this is easier for me to do, but some of y'all might have a harder time. Or, you know what, kids? It's a great opportunity for those tiny hands to come in clutch. Imagine that you're reaching for the last Pringle at the bottom of a Pringles can. I think that'll really help you get in the right mindset for knocking these LEDs through. Got 1 and come on. Oh, this is going to be the most frustrating part. I can already tell. Wish I didn't have such giant hands. I don't even have jokes for this part. I honestly thought this was going to go faster than this. Yeah. There we go. Yes. Success. If anyone asks, we got this on our first try. All right. So it should look like you've got your 2 legs sticking out on the back side of your cup. Go ahead and bend those legs. You're going to just very carefully push one off to the side like this and push the other one on the other side. So it should lay flat just like that. All right. Our next step is we're going to take our sheet of aluminum foil. Got this. This is going to provide a little more reflection for the light. So you'll notice that one side is going to be a little more reflective than the other side. So make sure that you've got the super reflective side facing towards you. And really what we're going to do, I'm just going to fold mine in half and just sort of crease it down. And this is just going to be placed inside of our cup, kind of around the walls. So I'm just going to make sort of a loose cylinder, like so. I'm going to slide it into the cup. Now, if you want, you can get, a little more precise. I think I'm going to trim off a little bit of this excess foil. So, just take a kind of eyeball it here. So I'm going to take my tin foil and smush it. I'm just going to cut off some of our excess, reopen it, get that cylinder shape, slide it back into our cup, and we should be good. So again, it doesn't have to be super pretty or super clean. We're going to be covering this with our little pocket protector, but just make sure that that LED is nice and exposed and not covered up by that tin foil. This will just help us enhance some of that light that's going to be coming off of our LED. All right, now, don't roll away on me. Whoop. The next step is we are going to cut a circle with our pocket protector. It's going to be like those old projector slides for those parents and maybe grandparents that are helping out, those overhead sheets that you used to draw white erase markers on. We're kind of going for the same idea here for our projectors. So we want to make a circle. We're going to draw a circle on our pocket protector, but we want it large enough that it'll cover the sides and we can wrap a rubber band around the mouth of our cup. So I'm going to take my cup, just going to lay it flat down, take that dry erase marker, and I'm going to give myself, maybe an inch around. I'm going to draw a really, really bad circle. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. Top tier circle cutting right here. So once you've got your big circle, you're going to get a pair of scissors and you are going to cut it out. Again, does not have to be clean. This is going to be covering the end of our cup, so feel free to make as jagged of an edge as you want. Nobody's going to be judging you. I certainly will not be, because this is not a prime circle. But once you've got your circle, you can take your cup, place your prepared circle over the top, and you're really going to try to make a nice covering over top of it. You want this surface to be as smooth as possible. Once you feel like you've got a pretty good seal, go and take your rubber band. You're going to wrap it around not once, if you can manage it. Try to get that rubber band around 2 times. Nice. Really keep that in place. All right, so this will be the surface that you're drawing on. The nice thing about drawing on this with the dry eraser is that once you do any sort of shape, you'll be able to take a Kleenex or any like paper towel and wipe it off and draw something else that you want on the top. But it has to be holiday themed. If I see anyone drawing, I don't know, a 4th of July firework, I'm going to know. I'm going to be disappointed. There's literally nothing I'll be able to do about it, but you'll know that I'll be disappointed. All right. Once you've got your rubber band in place, we're sealed off, we are moving on to the circuit portion of our build. we've got most of the physical components. Now we need to do some wiring with our tape. So place my cup right here. I'll slide some things off to the side that we don't need. Okay, now the next piece that you're going to need is your little foam square. This is a double-sided adhesive foam square. So you're going to remove both sticky sides. You're going to reveal one side and carefully peel off the other side. And you're going to stick this on one side of your cup. I'm going to stick mine so that it is to the right of my LED legs. This is where it's going to hold our battery in place, and it's just nice to have that prepped on the bottom before we get started. Kind of looks like a face. Looks like, what are you doing? No, I'm not ready for this. Don't cover me with a battery. That was a really bad joke. I apologize for that. Okay, we got the sticky bit on top. Now let's go ahead and cut. This is important. We're going to cut 2 pieces of our nylon tape. We just want enough to cover each of these legs. So we want just a little bit there and a little bit on the other side. We gave you enough to, you can make a couple mistakes, but don't go crazy with the nylon tape because you have a limited supply. So I'm going to cut a little strip here, one of my legs. These you peel off the back side. May take a couple of tries, especially if you don't have fingernails. I just clipped mine this morning. It's adhesive, so once you've got one, you can go ahead and cover one of the legs. And I'm going to just do a quick eyeball measurement. And yeah, that'll work. Boom. And go ahead and peel off another piece, just like that. And I'm going to cover the other LED. Now, the important thing to remember is that there is a positive and negative end to our LED legs. So the longer leg of these two is the positive end. We're going to need to wire that to the positive end of our battery. And then the shorter leg is the negative end. Now, if we get everything wired up and then everything, you flip the switch and nothing turns on, I'll show you a quick fix that will probably solve your problem. It'll just be flipping your battery upside down in case you got the wiring mixed up. Say that now because odds are I'll probably get my wiring mixed up. So I'm going to go ahead and tape that second leg down so that it is nice and secure. Just like that. Okay. Now, we are going to take one piece of our tape, and I'm going to pull up my second one as a guide. As you can see, I've got my battery on top. We're actually going to run a bit of tape. I'm going to take my switch off here as well. We're going to run one bit of tape on top of our foam across, and then we want it to actually go over the lip. This is where our binder clip is going to be located. So we're going to take a strip, we run it on top of our foam across, and then so a little bit is actually over the lip of your cup. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off a strip. We'll go about, feels long enough. Once again, fun work peeling. There we go. So I'm going to put it right in the middle of my foam. We don't want it to touch that other strip. We actually just want to take it so that it runs up the side of our cup. Perfect. And is right over the lip. Just like that. And we're going to take our last bit of tape. We're going to actually first pop our watch battery out of its container. You might need your pair of scissors for this. Might smooth things up. Oh, get out of there. Oh, all right, come on. You got this. Remember when I said that I was going to get this done in 10, 15 minutes? Well, it's been about 15, so if we keep this under 20, that's a big win. All right, so take your battery, and there's a plus side labeled on your battery, and if you want to go ahead and just place that down on top of the foam pad that you've made, that should hold your battery in place. And then you're going to take your last little strip, and you're going to cover the top of your battery and connect it over to a piece of tape running off of your last LED. So I'm going to trim this up just a little bit. Peel it like a banana, but don't eat it. And boom. So you've got underneath your battery running off to the lip, and then you've got taped on the top of your battery running to that other LED. Okay. The last part that you need is you're going to take your binder clip, you're going to stick it right on top of that little connection that you made, like this, so that when you drop your leg down, it's going to close our circuit. Right now it's an open circuit, so electricity can't flow between these 2 points, ideally. But when you close the leg, it should turn on your LED. However, if it doesn't turn on your LED, that might mean that we got our legs mixed up. And the quick check to see if that's the issue is take your battery, and we're just going to flip it. So we're going to pick up our battery very carefully, peel off the tape, flip our battery upside down, cover it up again. Oh, look at that. And that was the problem. So I've got light coming out of my projector. Now it'll be a little bit of finagling with the binder clip to work as that switch. Looks like it worked there for me. Perfect. So when I have it unclipped, the light is off. Then when I close it, the light is on. This will help you conserve that battery life. And then lastly, all you need to do is take your marker and you can draw some different shapes. I'm going to do a quick little do space logo, which is pretty easy. Well, you know, flip it around there. There we go, do space. And to test it out, this works best in a darker room. I won't be able to turn off the lights where I'm at, but you should be able to, nice dark room, like close the door, and then see if you can see your projection of what you drew on the wall. It's pretty cool, and I hope that it works out for everybody. Awesome. So that is our December Take and Make Shadow Projectors. Hope you had a great time. Just a reminder that if you did not catch this live stream or need to check on a different part again, I was moving too fast for you, we will be uploading this to our YouTube channel in the coming days. So make sure to check out Do Space on YouTube, and you'll be able to see a video of this process that you just watched. Yeah. Make sure to check the calendar for more exciting programs happening at www.dospace.org/calendar. And as always, you can sign up at Beanstack on the little tagline that you see below me right there. We have prizes for those that participate in doing a take and make or attending a class. We just want you all to be able to experience everything that DoSpace has to offer, truly tech access for all. And we want to incentivize that, to reward those of you that are coming out and creating and, developing those skills. So if you're interested in that process, like I said, sign up on our Beanstack enter challenges, win raffle tickets. There's some cool STEM prizes on the way. Until then, I wish all of you a happy holidays, and hopefully we will see you around the building soon. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Take care.